So to put it in perspective, that would be over a % increase from the current price. All right, welcome to Talking Investing. I am Tom. This is not financial advice. Today, I want to talk to you about a company named RIOT, stock ticker RIOT. These guys put out a press release yesterday updating their September mining operations, and wow, I was very surprised. RIOT is doing much better than I thought they were doing. The results were much better than I expected, and this stock has been beaten down badly. So I want to take a look at that today. I want to take a look at the operations update, talk about how it compares to their peers, and then take a look at what's going on with the stock. So let's take a look. Okay, this was October 5th, which is yesterday. Today is October 6th. So RIOT Blockchain announces September production and operations update. RIOT produces 406 Bitcoins in September 2021. In September 2021, RIOT produced 406 Bitcoin, an increase of approximately 346% over its September 2020 production of 91 Bitcoin. So the key point that I want to make here is that is down from 441 in August. Now, Bitcoin production went down in the month of September versus the month of August for everybody. The difficulty rate increased, production was down. That is not the important takeaway here. 406 Bitcoin mined in September is the most out of any of the Bitcoin miners. So RIOT has retaken the lead. Marathon previously beat them in the last 2 months. But this month, RIOT has regained the lead. They did 406 Bitcoin, while Marathon only did 340 Bitcoin. I believe Bitfarms was at 304, and so everyone else was in the 300s, the low 300s, the high 200s, and RIOT is here at 406. So that puts them in absolute first place out of all the Bitcoin miners. Yet, when you go to the chart, you're going to see that their stock is drastically underperforming. So year to date through September 2021, the company produced a total of 2,457 Bitcoin. That's the most anybody's produced all year this year. So that's a record. Next bullet point, as of September 30th, 2021, RIOT held approximately 3,534 Bitcoin, all of which were produced by its self-mining operation. They are holding 100% of what they mine. I think you'll see all the North American Bitcoin miners are doing this. RIOT has made massive strides this year in increasing their Bitcoin position on their balance sheet. So they are still behind Marathon. However, Marathon went out and bought about 4,000 Bitcoin. The company currently has a deployed fleet of approximately 25,646 miners with a hash rate capacity of 2.6 exahash. So that is number one out of all the North American miners. While their stock has been fading in comparison to all the other companies, this company's performance has been outstanding. All right, so I wanted to go through a few graphs. This is from their investor package that they put out in September. The first graph is industry-leading Bitcoin mining capacity. So this is the power capacity that they have access to. So once again, they are absolutely number one in the amount of power capacity that they have access to versus all the other publicly traded Bitcoin mining companies. Now, I will make a note, there's a few new players that really aren't mining any Bitcoin yet that have plans that are very similar to this, between 500 and 750 megawatts. So there's some people coming, but they're not even producing Bitcoin yet, by and large. So versus their peers, this is by far the highest capacity of energy. In the dark blue is the amount of the capacity that they're taking for their own self-mined Bitcoins. So the vast majority of this capacity remains. The white is for hosting, so that gives them an opportunity to collect a lot of fees for hosting, and these hosting fees can help pay for operations, and that's one of the things that helps them hold all their Bitcoin. In addition to everything that they're doing, plus what they're hosting, they still have additional capacity left over past that. So they're in very good shape from an energy standpoint. Next chart, this is also from their investor package from September. Hash rate growth. RIOT's aggregate Bitcoin self-mining hash rate capacity estimated to reach 4.6 exahash by the end of Q4 2021, which we are in right now. Now, they just reported that in September, they had 2.6 exahash up and running. So it looks like they're hoping to add another 2 exahash to that by the end of the year. So once again, if they do that, that will still leave them the largest active miner. They currently are in the lead. If they stick to this plan, they will stay in the lead. Marathon is right there with them, so don't get me wrong. And this is not a video against Marathon. I think they're a very strong company. I've done other videos on them as well. But I guess my point is Riot I've a little bit overlooked because here they are outperforming everybody, and I'm currently not invested in Riot. So I'm looking to get into them right now. So they then say 7.7 exahash by Q4 2022. Now, those are all the purchase orders that they have right now. If they stay on that plan, they are going to fall from the leader to somewhere in the middle of the pack because Marathon has plans to get to 13.3 exahash, and Hut 8 and Bitfarms are looking to get to 6 to 8 exahash as well in 2022. So I would be looking potentially for them to be putting more purchase orders in because you saw the capacity of energy that they have is massive. So there is no reason for them not to add to their mining capacity for as long as it's profitable. Bitcoin over the last few days has been on fire. A week ago, we were at about 41,000. Today, we got up to $55,000 per Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's been on a big run. In that same period of time, Riot has done very little. You'll see today, on a giant day, they are up 2.51% in the middle of the trading day today, trading at exactly $27. That leaves them with a market cap of $2.56 billion. So I just want to put it in perspective. I want to take a quick look at Marathon because that is their most direct competition. So again, Riot was $2.56 billion market cap. Here we are at Marathon. They're up 6% on the day today, and they're at a $3.9 billion, so almost a $4 billion market cap. And for the first half of the year this year, Riot's market cap was actually larger than Marathon's. So there's been a drastic reversal over the last 90 days, and I'm not quite sure that I understand why. So this is a graph of market cap for the last 1 year for Riot. So Riot has issued some shares of stock this year, and they've had some dilution, as have all of the Bitcoin miners. It is core to their business model to raise a massive amount of money right now. And the return that they're getting on that money is incredible. A lot of these Bitcoin miners are getting punished severely in their stock price for raising money. Adding more shares should not decrease the overall market cap of a company. So you may feel your shares have been liquidated, but the total market cap of the company shouldn't go down. So in other words, if they issue shares and get $100 million in return, that doesn't make the company less value in total market cap. And you can see that is what has happened to this company. In February, the market cap of this company was $6.48 billion. Now, that probably ran up a bit too much. Even if we just go back to August 27th, you'll see the market cap was $3.4 billion. It's $2.5 billion right now. So that's a significant reduction in market cap. And having said that, I would argue that today they're more valuable than they've ever been. Bitcoin being at now $55,000 obviously is a big factor, but in addition to that, they're mining over 400 Bitcoin a month. They've increased their hash rate radically over the course of the year 2021, and they've got 2 more exahash that they're adding, so they're going to end up 5 or 10xing the amount of Bitcoin they mine per month from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. And in addition to that, they're holding all of their Bitcoin on the balance sheet. So all of these things would be reasons why the market cap of this company should be going up. So people are taking the one factor that there's been some dilution in their stock and punishing this stock in a way that mathematically just simply doesn't make sense. All right, let's take a look at the chart. So I've put some numbers here in on the chart just to try to graphically show you what I mean with that market cap conversation. So the first thing I want to show you is this goes back to April. Since April, we were at about $40. So we have been trading up and down between 40 and 24 all the way since April, all the way until right now in October. So you can see we haven't left that range. 40's been the high. We've touched it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. And 25's been the low. We've touched it once, twice, 3 times. So what's strange is, right now at $55,000, that's the highest point Bitcoin has been during this entire trading range. So why, if Bitcoin is at the highest point it has been, why is Riot stock at the very low end of its trading range? This is August and September. So you can see on August 10th, we hit the high on the trading range here for Riot at around $40, and Bitcoin was at $46,000. The next time we approached that high was about September 1st, so just a little over 1 month ago. Bitcoin was at $49,000. Bitcoin's at $55,000 today. So Bitcoin is higher by far than either of these numbers, and instead of testing the high end of this range, we are right here at the bottom of the range. So yesterday, and this is how fast Bitcoin is moving right now, I made this chart last night when we were at 51,500. This chart makes no sense whatsoever. These are the numbers, and I'm trying to show you the numbers in relation to each other so that it puts them in some context and makes sense. So I don't understand how we could be at Bitcoin 55,000 and be at the very low end of Riot's trading range. I know a lot of people will put different reasons in the comments, and I'm not saying they're right or they're wrong. I'm saying from my perspective, this makes no sense at all. So I would expect some correction back up towards the $40 price range. So to put it in perspective, that would be over a 50% increase from the current price. Now, I don't know how long that's going to take. That is certainly not my short-term target for Riot. This stock's trading behavior needs to correct itself, and I don't know how long that's going to take. But I will say, with numbers like they're getting, by the time they issue their financial statements for the next quarter, it's going to be hard to suppress this stock at that point, in my opinion. So I think we should see some serious upside. I am considering buying into this today. You know, if you guys didn't get anything out of this, well, at least I did. But hopefully you did get something, and you will take this and do your own due diligence and make a buying decision on your own. So those are my thoughts on Riot, and thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.